The HSE say they've found high-risk cannabinoids in vapes, vape juice and other products like edibles sold in shops and on the black market here. Synthetic cannabinoids are man-made products made to mimic the effects of cannabis. So far this year, a HSE laboratory has analysed 76 vapes or vape juices. 28 contained HHC, which is illegal or related semi-synthetic cannabinoid compounds. 8 contained potent synthetic cannabinoids and 10 contained acetate containing compounds linked to lung disease. Dr. Brian O'Mahony's in our studio. He's a senior registrar in psychiatry at St Vincent's Hospital. Brian O'Mahony, thank you very much for coming in to us. What do you make of these findings?
It's not really surprising. I was actually on here a few months ago. We were speaking about HHC and semi-synthetic cannabinoids, and what I've said and what other psychiatrists have said is that the government's policy towards these substances has been ineffective in that HHC is now, as you said, made illegal under the Misuse of Drugs Act, which is an antiquated piece of legislation that was made in 1976. There's since been new legislation that was introduced to combat the head shops back in the 2000s, which were when the head shops were selling substances that were new and that couldn't be regulated, and each substance had effects that people didn't recognise. So we called it the HSE should legislate to combat the new semi-synthetic cannabinoids using the Misuse of Drugs Act, which they didn't do, the Psychoactive Substance Act. And so this is a result of that then, that there's new semi-synthetic cannabinoids which aren't HHC. So HHC has been named in legislation and is now illegal, but new substances have popped up. And this is what we said would happen. I'm
a little bit confused by this because before that law that you mentioned that was brought in 2010, part of the difficulty that head shops encountered was that drugs had to be named, as you mentioned, under that 1970s Act. And that's why lots of drugs that hadn't been named were able to be sold here essentially legally for a short period. That Act that was brought in 2010 was supposed to make sure that that didn't happen again. As you said, it was to ban all essentially psychoactive drugs. Mm-hmm. So why are semi-synthetic cannabinoids able to be sold here?
So it's a long answer, but to shorten it a bit, is that it takes a while for substances to be identified as psychoactive. So it takes research, which takes a number of years sometimes, to identify substances as psychoactive. So we published, maybe 2 years after HHC was first introduced there, and we published a scientific paper which links HHC to cannabis use, or to HHC use to psychosis, which is a very severe form of mental health difficulties. So because that takes time, it takes time to process the paper, to submit the paper, to work up the data.
To prove these drugs are psychoactive.
Exactly.
And it's psychosis in particular that you're worried about with these compounds.
Yes, exactly, right?
Yeah. Which doesn't happen to everyone, but it is a risk.
Yeah, so cannabis, which is the THC, or the main thing that people would smoke, the natural cannabis plant, that's linked to an increased risk in psychosis. So like you said, not everybody who smokes cannabis is going to develop psychosis, but it increases your risk by about four times if you didn't smoke cannabis. Then there's synthetic cannabinoids, which you mentioned as well, in introduction, which are very potent and very dangerous substances. So they increase the risk even more. And then we think that the semi-synthetic cannabinoids, something like HHC, kind of exists in between those two states. So it's probably more likely to cause psychosis than cannabis, but not as likely as the synthetic cannabinoids.
And do you think people know the risk they're taking, given that they're being sold in shops? It's not as if they're hard to get hold of.
No, so we actually know that, I know for a fact that people don't know this, because we've carried out research in Cork, and we identified people who were referred to the early intervention in psychosis programme. So the majority of those people said after we treated them that if they'd known, number one, if they'd known that HSC was psychoactive, they wouldn't have used it, and number two, that if it wasn't illegal, they wouldn't have used it. So it kind of points to this picture that there's a specific cohort of people who wouldn't be taking these substances, and who especially wouldn't take them if they knew they were dangerous, but who are taking them because they're freely available in the shops.
Is it going to take much of a move to make these drugs illegal?
So the HHC is illegal now, and there's other drugs that should be illegal under the Act. But what the HHC findings point to is a lack of regulation, which is a kind of a separate issue. So the HHC, this is like the same way if you were taking a chamomile tea and you found that there's alcohol in it, you'd be very upset. You'd feel that this isn't right, and that's because those products are regulated. Whereas these the vape shops are existing in a totally unregulated market. So they're selling things that haven't been batch tested, don't have any certificate to prove that they have been. So oftentimes they would have writing on their packaging saying this contains cannabinoids, but they don't even specify what they are. And even if they do, there's no way of proving that they actually contain what they're purporting to sell. So that's the main thing. I think this is the issue here.
Brian, thanks for coming. This is
Thank
Dr.
you.
Brian O'Mahony, Senior Registrar in Psychiatry at St Vincent's Hospital here in Dublin.